There's a lot of hype concerning a new astrological sign called Ophiuchus. There's Ophiuchus swinging on a snake in the sky. He's supposed to be in the constellation Serpens. I've heard that Ophiuchus is really the upper house of Scorpio separated in half. So I'm going to present my interpretation of this. Do you know what that symbol looks like to me? The casket of Osiris. It was theorized to look like this. The hieroglyph of the casket or pillar of Osiris. This device, vessel ark, held the head of Osiris. His head, a symbol for his soul itself, symbolized by a serpent, hangs from his pillar. So when I put that beside the Ophiuchus symbol, that's what I see. Take all that off. Can you see it? That also resembles a tuning fork. Ophiuchus is holding the snake in one hand and the tail in the other. That made me think of the Celtic god Cernunnos. He has a snake in one hand and holds a torque in the left hand. Suddenly, I remembered these Sumerian gods. They both have this thing, which I think is a key. The Egyptians had a similar symbol, but they called it an ankh. The key of life by the Egyptians was actually keys, tones, frequencies, vibrations, bells, or rings. It looks like there's a frequency above his head. The snake he's holding connects to water, because rivers are also represented by snakes, because they wind and loop, resembling a snake. Water symbolizes the Christos oil. The image of Ophiuchus is similar to the Minoan snake goddess. This symbolism is all over the world. Some say it's a dancing man or the squatter man. Some say it's a woman giving birth. But we found that it's probably a plasma event. Throughout the world, they saw a plasma toroid and drew it. You have this in nearly every country. This would have been massive. All around the realm it was visible. They're always shown, it looks like a man with two dots because it's probably a plasma column. The same concept continues. It's in Bolivia, Egypt, Sumer, Nigeria. It's likely the Minoan snake goddess is a representation of plasma. There's a purple orchid that strangely looks like the squatter man. And I wonder if the plasma event is related to Jupiter. The astrological sign for Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Look at that symbol. If you turn it on the side, looks like a plasma column or a squatting man. An alternate symbol for Poseidon looks familiar, probably because Sibyl, with the fish head, is holding that symbol, also called Vajra. It's a weapon of the gods. Ancient mythology has similar imagery that involves the god Marduk, planet Jupiter, the Zeus thunderbolt, and thunderbolts of the gods, Vajra, thunderbolt, diamond, weapon, etc. Did they know this is what the radiation belts, plasma instabilities, synchrotron radiations of planets look like, so they associated it with Jupiter? We have 4 elements, and some say the 5th is plasma. Plasma, a high-temperature ionized gas composed of electrons and positive ions in such relative numbers that the gaseous medium is essentially electrically neutral. Confinement of plasma for thermonuclear reactions is achieved by magnetic fields. Thermonuclear, designating or of a reaction in which isotopes of a light element, especially hydrogen, fuse at temperatures of millions of degrees into heavier nuclei, designating of or employing the heat energy released in nuclear fission. Heat energy released, that would make it fire, but we already have 3 signs in fire. With Ophiuchus, that becomes 4 fire signs, becoming unbalanced. Ophiuchus is Scorpio split in half. One half is the scorpion, the other half is the eagle. The double-headed eagle is probably the most easily recognizable Masonic symbol in the world, even more important than the square and compass rule. They look like 2 eagles, but they are not. They are the phoenix bird of ancient Egypt. Most occultists believe that the phoenix is a symbol of Lucifer, who is cast down in flames and who will one day rise triumphant. This also relates to the raising of Hiram Abif, the Masonic Christ. To prevent most people from associating the Masonic eagle with the ancient phoenix, Freemasons changed the phoenix to an eagle and began to refer to it as an eagle. However, two Masonic authors blew the lid off that change in symbolism. Now there's a new sign allegedly called Ophiuchus, who I think is a symbol for the plasma. Both of them holding a snake. I think it alludes to a plasma reset. They have 12 signs with Ophiuchus in the middle, which reminds me of the Mayan wheel. You have someone in the middle surrounded by symbols. The person with the tongue connects to Kali and also the person Shiva is standing on. Shiva has a snake around his neck. The wheel connects to Stargate portals. Can you see the dial on both? That's what the zodiac is. It's a star wheel or gate. We have been put into the Ophiuchus timeline. That's why nothing's right. Nothing looks right, tastes right, feels right. That's why people seem soulless. Kali is a bloodthirsty demoness standing on Shiva. She also represents plasma, and Shiva as Nataraj is the destroyer of worlds. So I wonder if Ophiuchus is really Shiva. There are 12 signs. Now we have 13. 1 plus 3 is 4, the death number. These people are so vain. They have to let you know their number prints are all over it. The symbol reminds me of something in alchemy. He has the caduceus in one hand and a tuning thingamy in the other. 7 planetary metals. The symbol for tin began as the symbol to invoke the god Jupiter. Look at the second from the last. On its side, it looks like the Ophiuchus symbol. Marduk's symbol, the Mushushu or snake dragon, in the first millennium, Marduk is identified with Jupiter. The symbol for potassium 2 and 3 looks like an antenna or tuning fork. Jove is Jupiter or Zeus with the lightning bolt or the tuning fork. Here we have oil 3 that resembles the snake on the U thing. The Ark of the Covenant produced an oil the Essenes later called Christos or Christos. Ophiuchus, of or resembling snakes, Ophiuchus is the false Christos. Then they're going to give us a false savior to come in and save the world, but I'm certain it's a trap. Now here I highlighted oil 1. Some claim the Templars protected the secrets of Jesus. This speculation returns us to the Christos oil and the understanding that the ark pillar secreted an oil or substance. This oil or substance was in possession of the angel who guarded the gate to Eden. Unfortunately, the angel refused to give Seth the oil of mercy. Instead, he gave him 3 seeds from the tree of life. Again, connecting back to the Ark of the Covenant, which is a frequency device. I think it's possible that Ophiuchus foretells a plasma reset event since they do it every 150 years or so. This sign did not exist before. It's important to remember that and not fall under the spell of the false savior because we are in an alternate timeline and we cannot forget that. They wrote the script and we're going to watch it play out. As always, you must withdraw your consent. That is your power.